Sugar, spice, and everything nice. That's what soft drinks are made of. And if you grew up watching these fingerless cartoon characters, you'll know it's missing one crucial ingredient: chemical X. In our case, it could possibly stand for soda tax. The sweeter your drink, the more taxes you pay. Special Officer to the Finance Minister Tony Phua said he was toying with the idea of taxing soft drinks for two reasons. One is, of course, to raise more revenue for our very broke government, and two, as a by the way, to encourage healthy living. Seems like killing two birds with one stone, doesn't it? The more people are addicted to something, the easier we can hold them to ransom.
Shut up and take my money!
Just like crack cocaine and heroin, people are willing to go through the trouble of robbing, cheating, stealing, and even killing to afford it. Soda tax, as the name suggests, only applies to soft drinks. Now, to make money out of this policy, we'll need to first establish if Malaysians are really getting their sugar fixes mainly through soft drinks. According to market researcher Euromonitor International, soft drink sales in Malaysia saw a decline in 2017 due to economic slowdown and increasing health consciousness. Big brands like F&N and Etika Beverages, who by the way makes Calpis, Pepsi and Mountain Dew, are all rolling out new low-sugar drinks to keep their footing in the market. Meanwhile, sales of bottled water continue to see growth as more people opt for healthier beverages. That's encouraging news. So why are we still Southeast Asia's fattest nation? Half of our population is considered obese, and there are over 4 million Malaysians who are diabetic. It's simple. We're spoiled for choices when it comes to anything sugary. Teh tarik, air bandung, kopi, Milo, cordial in all colours of the rainbow. Get it at the restaurant or lagi best, make it at home. Don't even get me started on sugary food, your kueh muih and pastries. While the obvious culprits are added sugar, us Asians, we love our carbs. All that rice, noodles, roti, potatoes. Don't forget, those are converted into sugar too.
Whether your food tastes sweet or not, sugar is sugar, and too many carbs can be a problem. So maybe you'll want to take a pass on that pasta, sushi roll, pita burrito, donut burger sandwich.
So technically, we can't really blame soft drinks for our waistlines. Look at Mexico, for example. 70% of its population are obese, and over 70% of the added sugar in the diet comes from, you guessed it, it's soda, or more accurately, Coke. After implementing soda tax, consumption of sugary drinks dropped by an average of 7.6% each year. Those that were directly hit by the tax were households from the lower income group. So did Mexicans get healthier? Well, according to NCD Risk Factor Collaboration, a health scientist network, the population's average BMI and obesity prevalence still increase, or at best, remain static. People were still consuming the same amount of calories despite the tax. Those calories are coming from sources other than sugary drinks. So obviously, taxing a single item in hopes of countering our addiction to sugar isn't gonna work because humans. The UK has had some success with a different model though. To incentivize soda makers to cut sugar content in their product recipe, they have two tiers to the tax system. Drinks with more than 8 grams of sugar per 100 ml are taxed at 24p per litre, while those with 5 to 8 grams of sugar per 100 ml will face a slightly cheaper tax rate at 18p per litre. 2 weeks ahead of implementing the tax, Coca-Cola changed the recipe for Fanta. Italian brand San Pellegrino slashed the sugar content in its citrusy drinks by 40%. Half of the brands that had sugar in them reduced it before the tax kicked in. The reduction was so dramatic, the British Treasury had to lower its tax revenue forecast by half, because there were now fewer soft drinks with taxable amount of sweetener. Our local think tank Gallon Centre also favours the UK's tax model. CEO Azrul Mohammed Khalib explains, the effectiveness of soda tax on actually reducing obesity is mixed. This is because, short-term, young consumers are more likely to cut down on their intake, but those who are already on high sugar diets are likely to be resistant to change. And he's right, because in Mexico, those who can't afford to indulge in Coke went for cheaper alternatives. Those who can may feel a slight pinch at first, but come on, what's another 50 cent or even 1 ringgit if you really want a sweet treat? The hard truth is, the government needs new income streams. And I do think it's great that we're trying not to be the fattest again. But as with all legislation, lawmakers must be crystal clear about their intentions. Are you just interested to raise money, or do you want the healthcare benefits? You can have both, but there must be holistic studies into it to find that sweet spot. Just saying.